was going to Cardiff, I think.
Right, let's try this again.
And he passed away in a plane accident. And his dad died 3 months later with a heart attack.
So hopefully that'll be a bit better. I've dropped down the frame rate back to 30 FPS. I think 60 was just trying to push it a bit too much. So we shall see. See what that says. See if my phone will load it. So we should be live.
This is real, just not sure.
There you go. Looks pretty rubbish on my phone currently, but that's fine. Is that live, yeah?
Got a bad phone.
No, it's just... Okay, so, sorry, welcome back to Fire Sun Program Firecast. Sorry about the delays and issues again. I'll fix videos later. So, sorry Dom, you're running the JCAN list that Jack Mooney took to the final of the System Up in the UK. And then, as you say, he dropped off Kanan and made Hyperspace legal, and then won a Hyperspace trial with that as well.
Yeah, Fanboy 3.
That's fine. So if you could please just run through the list again and say what you just said while our internet was being rubbish.
Yes,
Thank you.
Nick's rubbish. But right, so the list for anyone who isn't aware, first and foremost, the most important part of the list is Jake Farrell in the A-Wing. He's Initiative 4. His pilot ability is after you perform a boost or barrel action, you may choose a friendly ship at range 0 to 1, and that ship may perform a focus action. So you can get some nice synergy with Jake, or can pass off some focus tokens to Han, which is mainly for the Phantom matchup and Duke that you may have to deal with. Jake is then also running outmaneuver, so whilst he performs a primary attack, if you're not inside the defender's firing arc, the defender rolls 1 for your defense dice, and he has Lone Wolf, because he's going to be away from Han probably quite a lot of the time. And again, as I said, mentioned, this is mainly designed around dealing with Phantoms. Jake being Initiative 4 and having the bid means that he's always going to be moving after those I-4 Phantoms. And then Han, who is of course the main event and the topic of discussion in the X-Wing community at the moment, has the combination of inertial dampeners and R2-D2 crew. So inertial dampeners is before you would execute a maneuver, you may spend 1 shield. If you do, you execute a white full stop instead of the maneuver you reveal and gain a stress token. R2-D2 crew is during the end phase. If you are damaged but not shielded, you may roll 1 attack dice to recover 1 shield. On a hit result, you expose one of your damage cards. Now that goes quite well with Han's pilot ability, that if he is within range 0 to 1 of an obstacle, he may re-roll any of his dice. So if you roll that hit on R2-D2, you just get to re-roll it. It has the benefit of also having Kanan Yaris, so after you do that inertial dampness maneuver, which is a white maneuver, Kanan Yaris allows you to spend a force charge to ditch the stress, which means Han can still then perform an action, which means Han can dial in any kind of maneuver he wants, and then after you've got the perfect knowledge of seeing where all of your enemy ships have moved, you can either perform the maneuver on your dial, and then perform an action, which could be to boost 1 of 3 different ways, or you could stay still, or you can stay still and then boost 1 of 3 different ways. So Han gets 8 different places he can end up, which is the topic of conversation at the moment in the X-Wing community.
Am I right in assuming you're going to make me play one?
Oh, of course.
Right, okay. So while we're talking through this, I will start doing that.
I mean, whether you'll play one or not is largely irrelevant based on these matchups, but you seem more ready, so go for it. Han also, because Jack's only gone for the 2 ships, he's got loads and loads of points left over, which means he's also gone for Luke Gunner, which is a 26-point upgrade at the moment, which means at the start of the engagement phase, he may spend a force charge to rotate his turret indicator, which also means that basically, doesn't matter how good you are at arc dodging, he doesn't care, he can just turn his arc with perfect information and then shoot you.
Effectively giving him a 360-degree turn.
Yeah, he's basically 1.0, which I think is the issue some people are having. But let's see what we can do.
Let's try to pretend you don't know exactly how I set up them, shall we?
I mean, that seems like a bad idea, but this is. I mean, this is supposed to be some practice for the UKTC. Also trying to show off some of the big bads in the meta at the moment. But the usual standard deployment against you with rocks probably isn't that advantageous with Han around. Han wanting obstacles and wanting obstacles relatively near him. So let's try not just messing you up with my rock deployment like I usually do. From the fact that I know your list because it's my list, and I know your deployment because it's my deployment. So let's try and pretend that I don't know all that, and let's do something a bit more advantageous potentially for Han.
Yeah. So as I was saying, this list is Benny. Benny's got veteran turret gunner, trajectory simulator. I'll try not to try tragedy sim. C3PO, seismic charges, proton bombs, and Ray.
You're a tragedy.
Yes. Lieutenant Bastion has got M98 and the S-Walls, and Lulo has just got Heroic. Because why not?
Probably because you're at 200.
What that basically means is I can... That's fine. Assuming the other side is fine. Yeah, also fine. I can use Ray to help negate a load of damage. As long as a turret arc, which includes Lulo's turret arc, pointed the right way, is inch. I'm not sure you are a real person, but you obviously are a 40k fan.
Because it asks for a friendly turret arc indicator.
So it allows me to add eyeball results, which I can obviously use the force charge from Ray, or I can use a calculate. And because I've got C3PO crew, I can have 2 calculate tokens or use C3PO to coordinate.
You also obviously can't do more than one thing at once.
No, I cannot.
Such as talk and deploy ships in the wrong place. Alright.
I didn't put them in the wrong place. I put them here because there's no point in that being there.
Yes.
I'm happy with it, it's fine.
Fine. That's fine.
But I should have measured that rock a bit more.
Go for it. We're going to stick Jake there.
I'm quite happy having all that space.
I'm quite happy with you having all that space.
I'm sure you are.
It's not me.
Well, I know that now. PJ Broughton. I wonder who that is.
Yes, Mr. Broughton.
I don't know.
Actually, I might be wrong.
There's Pete Broughton.
I mean, I don't know who this person is, so you may well be wrong. I'm going to
I recognise names. It's good to see you guys.
Hi from all of us.
Looks awfully similar from day 2 of the system open. Can't imagine why that is. Somebody you played or I played?
Sure.
I'm trying to remember. System open was a long day.
I do apologise if it is someone that I have met before. I'm not good with names. And I definitely...
I thought I was guaranteed to know who it was, and then went around
Those people,
and I definitely cannot remember much about System Open Day 2.
Well, you want to take it to Worlds, I think.
Yeah, which might be a reason why it's a bit of a blurb.
Yeah, of course I did.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, Phil's just showing me a picture of you. I know exactly.
Yes. I did play him Day 2 of the System Open.
He did the NIM card report.
Yes, I did play him Day 2 of the System Open.
Yeah, we spoke in the foyer in the morning.
Yeah, I also played him Day 2 of the System Open. Third time in a row. Well, hey. Yes, hi. Sorry, as I said, I'm very bad with names, etc. Do you want to wait for Phil to start the game?
Yes, we've actually start the timer.
I'm going to change the dial anyway. So it's
Go!
so it's fine.
Cheating arrow.
Yep.
No, sorry.
Careful now.
Hey, B might be watching.
I said sorry.
Double calculate. Because that's what he does. I need bigger calculate tokens. They are the wrong tokens.
All of our tokens are over there.
Yeah, they are the wrong tokens. I'll fix that in a second.
You're the wrong token.
Probably.
Hey, that made no sense.
I will not calculate because that'd be silly.
All the tokens are that side.
I need to take a target lock, and we don't have
all
those
the
yet.
tokens are that side.
I bought tokens.
And if
Yeah, but I don't like your target locks.
if Lieutenant Bastion wants to take a calculate token, that's cheating.
It would be.
So Jake, 2
So,
forward.
yeah, I mean,
2
I've
forward.
got a bit of an idea of what this list does, having watched it a bit and kind of
Boost.
played against Trick
Boost
Shot
jokes.
hand a few times.
Because Jake's performed.
Because
Boost.
he's
Got to
just
take a focus
mean.
token. Cool. Yeah, I mean the points reduction for the Falcons certainly helped, which gave them a sizable points reduction, and Luke Gunner also got a sizable points reduction, and Engine Upgrade got a sizable points reduction. So there was a lot of things in the last update which gave Han a lot more points. Just helps you fit all these things into the list. So just going to go 1 forward with Han. I think we're going to boost as well. Because we've got engine upgrade. We didn't bring these things to not use them. As I said, I have not rewatched any of Jack's games, and the ones that I was watching live at the System Open are a bit of a blur. So we're just going with it, going with the flow, seeing what happens. I mean, this list is supposed to be almost point and click, according to a lot of the things we've been reading on the internet. So,
Z2 played against you, Nick, on day 2, the beef list in game 4.
When I failed to kill Dutch. That was a really good game. The end part of that game was really, really good. Wedge kind of got a bit of flank on, which was fun. And Lilo tried to deal with it. But yeah, a bit of a lucky dash roll, but still played really well. Really, really good game. What am I doing with you, Donna? What am I doing with you?
3 hard into Venny.
I mean, sure.
Seems like a thing to do.
Well, what I might do though is
Set the right dials for the right shit.
yeah, sure. Put that one over there.
That's the right way up.
Put that one there. Over the right wheel. Just let Dom see it. It's fine.
System phase.
No.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's do this one.
Surprised.
Yeah, apparently Jack's last game against Kev Bellamy in the top 4, I think it was won on the last round by 1 regenerated shield.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I watched the end of that game, and we were inwardly
It's really funny
all
because nearly
holding our breath because Jack almost just stopped and took the shield away, thinking he might have been down on points, and then realised that was silly and did the fall forward because Kevin didn't have a shot on him to win the game. Because the regen shield from R2D2 put Han back up to above half points.
Yeah. Has anybody tagged Jack in there? Do you want to tag him?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that fun? Just trying to work out how much I need to wear with it anyway.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you were playing your final game against Elliot Waits at the time, so I was kind of watching that and gasping every time something happened.
That was a really good game. It was a really good game.
That could be let's just barrel over here. That's how it works. Excuse me, a stress.
You can't.
No, I can't because that's the wrong thing.
That's called cheating.
That would be cheating. So no, I won't do that. The barrel makes sense.
Yeah, because you can't barrel and
Because
focus.
that's what I was worried about.
Emma.
Not me doing a full forward.
Well, you did 4 forward and boost, might have got your trick shot to Lula, which worried me slightly.
What do you mean like that?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, possibly.
So the barrel was probably well, it would have been what, there.
Maybe. Don't know. Okay.
Right. I'm pretty sure you know what's coming.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So I'm in charge.
No.
Never.
Really? Alright.
So, for Zinch, how many teams are you guys taking to UKTC? He's going as the Vagabond Squadron 3 pose. Well, 3 players. We are just going as ourselves.
Just the Firecast are going as the Firecast. I don't think any of the rest of the Firestorm Squadron are going.
No.
Nope.
Just
So
us.
he's matched up with Steve Bolton then?
Oh.
Because I know Bolton...
He cheats, you know.
So does he. He knows...
I mean, this is probably a bad idea. But we'll see. That's definitely a bad idea.
I feel like this has all gone wrong already, but we shall see. Okay. So you move and you forego your system phase, right?
No, I throw a set.
Sure. Go for it. Oh, perfect position to wear this to brief her.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Okay, movement. The one bank. This is where Helen has a bit of advantage because you can't just sit there if you want to. And I'm going to take a damage. You're going to take a damage, but it might be better than sitting here. I will use the calculate option.
Interesting. Touch that brief.
Oh, sorry. You know how clumsy I am.
You mean we know how much you cheat? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost like it's Steve. So, check against the boost.
His cheating ways got him ticket to Worlds.
Okay.
No, his charisma and lovable nature got him to Worlds, I think.
That does not work the way I thought it would. Okay, that's fine. Just go forward a bit. Yeah, it just didn't quite work the way I thought it would. It's fine. Interesting.
So I will focus boost.
Sure.
So this is where you have choices. You can reveal that and we can talk about it then if you want to.
No.
Okay. Just make a choice.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason Dom's struggling is because I've got a double tap out the front with Venue for those down veteran turret gunner and 3 dice prime at the front with a 2 dice follow up.
Nope, it's fine. Yeah, because I mean, if I full stop, I lose a shield, and then I take a damage, and then I take the double tap. Or I can move, not take my own damage, take damage from that, still take a double tap. I mean, I'm still going to take a double tap either way. Might as well just go.
I think the other thing is I think your position is better from there for next turn.
Yes, I mean, yeah. There's many reasons why I think that's the right choice. But
So we are going to lose this one, which is me and you.
Yep.
Shield off each hand and Venue. There you go. And a charge gun on seismic charges. So hand shoots first, as is tradition.
Yep.
And the right thing to do.
It is range 2, sure.
Okay, so I get that.
I'll spend a force charge. 3
Sure.
hits.
For 3 hits?
Yeah, 3 hits. I get roll the evade. I will spend the calculate and take 1 shield.
Sure. Of course you roll the evade. Why would you not? This is you. Why would you not roll the evade?
Lila, dice, range 2 probably.
Yep.
Gets 2 eyeballs and a blank. I will spend the focus for 2.
Sure.
I never did a focus. I did do a focus. That's what's confusing me. I'm missing a focus ticker.
I mean, you can cheat, that's fine.
Yeah, I know. I thought I put one down already for the other. I know it was Bastions.
Let's use Lone Wolf.
Yep.
Oh, that does not help.
So blank and 2 eyeballs at the minute.
I'll take a shield.
Yep.
Jake.
Range 1 into Bastion and range 2 into Liddell. Both rolling 2 dice.
So Bastion lost his Benny lost his shield, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do range 1 into Bastion.
Yep.
2 hits.
2 hits. I am not going to spend so blank eyeball, and I will take the 2
2 damage.
So 4 dice back.
Sure.
Which is spend the focus for 2 hits. 2 hits.
Should have spent the focus earlier, but it seemed like the right choice at the time.
Yeah, it was a big thing. Benny.
Yep.
So 3 dice.
Yep.
Range 2.
Yep.
Crit, and I will spend Ray to make it hit.
Right.
Oh, M98. Thank you. Make it 2 hits and a crit.
Yeah. I mean,
Thank you.
I'll just tell you.
Thank you.
Your
This is
rules,
my
this is
practice.
fine. So I can reroll this because I'm evading, because of the Millennium Falcon title.
Does that allow you to reroll, does it?
Yeah,
Yes.
whilst you defend,
Oh, wow.
if you're evading, you may reroll 1 defense dice.
Cool.
And I'll spend a force charge.
Yeah. To take 2 shots.
So 2 shots.
Alright. Gunner and Turret Gunner. 2 dice. M9G8. Gives me 2 hits.
I'll just spend the evade token. Lose a shot.
Yep.
So Falcon's on 1 shot?
Yep. And so's Vinny.
Yes.
Available Benny lost all his shields.
No, I don't want to.
He's got 1 left.
Right, fine.
And Bastion's got 1 left as well. And Jake's got 1 left as well.
Hey, Rich.
Everyone's got 1 left. Whee!
Lilo's got 2 shields left.
Lilo doesn't count because Lilo cheats.
Yes, evening, Richard.
This is a real problem now. Seriously, like, no joke, I'm actually thinking about it. It's, where he is now is a case of, if I go straight, you just do a maneuver and go in that. If I hard turn, you stay where you are. Right, okay, hold on. That's the answer. Right, okay, got it.
I don't know why I'm holding on.
All down to you.
Damn. Okay, is that?
Yeah, that's why I said it's all down to you.
Good. Systems phase, throw a proton bomb.
Go for it.
The only reason to throw this proton bomb, I'm just going to have to go on your base, is to, if you do stop, it's going to hurt. So I'm pretty sure you're not going to.
Depends what the other options are.
You need the ship to hold down the bomb. Right.
Interesting. Didn't expect you to do that. Sure. Okay, interesting choices. Okay, it's not you.
Hey?
You do not reveal who those dark is.
No,
Let's go.
Thank you.
Because push the barrel action.
Yep.
Yeah, focus take on. Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm not sure where you thought Jake was going.
I had no idea, to be honest. So I'm not getting a shot this turn, so it's fine. I should have stressed on him. So all I'm going to do is take a token.
Sure. Seems a reasonable choice.
That's the one I need.
Excellent.
It's not colour.
Wow.
It makes a difference to me.
We don't care about your colours. Okay. You need to do 3 helpers.
Okay.
I mean, there's no point staying where I am. Because, I mean, I might be in your arc, I might not be in your arc.
Yeah.
But there's very little reason to stay where I am. 2 dice.
That bottom looks like it's shit. Should be that way.
Right.
No, it doesn't have any. So last shield.
There are reasons for everything I do.
I know.
Right, Han range 2 into you.
Yeah. Get the eyeball result. Cheers. 3 eyeballs.
I can just roll 3 eyeballs, apparently. And do nothing. Sure.
Okay.
Well, I can't do anything with that, so I'll just
my
stay
5
with
is no shot.
So I'll just stay with 3 eyeballs. Nothing I can do with that. There's no obstacles around. So range 1 from Jake.
So you have outmaneuver, so nothing
Yep.
from me at
You
all.
get no dice. Reroll for Lone Wolf.
Should be fine.
Hit crit.
Yeah, Jesus.
Hit crit.
Hit crit. 'Tis a hit.
Crit.
The crit is a structural damage.
Oh!
Good. Good job.
That's a big problem.
Benny does not like that.
No. So, do it to his hand.
Yep.
MJ.
Yep.
2 calculates.
Sure.
It's 2 hits.
Roll of it. Take 1 damage.
Yep. Shots from there. Does Bastion have a shot? I think he does.
Yep.
Yep. So range 2.
Mm-hmm.
2 hit crit.
Wow.
Spend it to the shield.
Yeah.
Lone Wolf.
Don't have Lone Wolf.
Oh no, you spent it for the
So it's just 1 leg, yeah?
Yeah, this shield.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Rolling below average dice. Sucks when your opponent rolls above average dice. Right, at the end of the turn, I can regen the shield with R2D2.
Yep. And you don't expose jump.
Nope, because I didn't roll a hit. Even if I had rolled a hit, I could just re-roll it.
No, you can't.
I know. I'm
Just
taking
commenting going.
You're not beside the debris, so no, you can't.
Just commenting going. Benny won't be so invincible with -1 agility. No, he will not.
No.
Benny does not like structural damage.
No.
Not so much.
Sadly.
Not
Sad.
I don't go beverage on around evening.
I have that. That's it. And it's not back hold.
Oh, that's it. Thank you.
Did you not get any drinks?
No, it's good. I was running around today.
Jake should not have taken the damage then. Poor Jake.
Oh, I'm probably sure I get 3 dice for effect protection.
I don't like this A-wing, it can't shoot out the rear. I want my resistance A-wings back. I want Ludo back down.
So Zeke asked an interesting question saying, do we think the answer to Han is seismic bombs take away his rerolls?
Yes.
I mean, that is one of our theories. So one of the reasons we put this matchup on the table is that we think Fat Han or Fat Han style lists will be fairly prevalent at the moment. And going up for the UKTC, which is extended, we may well see a couple of them. And our theory believes that the resistance bomber with this is a fairly decent matchup against it. So we want to stick on the table, see how it goes. Yes, people will probably be far better at flying Han than I am at the moment, because I don't think I'm flying very well. But we shall see.
Yeah, of course, he has to take those trick shots as well. Takes those trick shots as well.
It does. It does a lot of good things. It takes away his rerolls, takes away his trick shot. Seismic charges, getting rid of the obstacles is very helpful.
Structural damage, that's a big issue.
It's fine.
No, it isn't.
It's fine. You don't need like dice.
So,
Mm-hmm.
no system. What do we?
I don't know. You just said no.
I don't want shush. I don't want you to be able to just sit there. That's the problem. So I'm gonna have to use another proton bomb.
Go for it. I'm fine with you using up your proton bombs.
I know.
The other one I just sat there on purpose.
Oh, I changed my mind, didn't I?
No.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well,
I
this
was
is.
gonna go the other way.
I mean, this is what I expected you to do. Let's come this way.
I'm gonna have to rotate.
I mean, you coming this way was kind of what I expected you to do.
I was gonna hard to do that. For one of those reasons, but that's probably the right thing to do.
Sure. Fasting.
2 bank. Thanks. Yes, was open.
No one knows what you're doing with your S-Laws.
Oh, focus.
Can we mark your bomber out though?
You can. Or do you want me to mark it?
From the back. I don't really care where, just from the back. Not even 100% sure if this is going to fit. Nope. It would. Never mind. You need to set the bomber back down, so. Yeah, I thought it would fit, but never mind. Not the end of the world. Just leave the 3 stand by.
Yes.
Not the end of the world. But, yeah. Yeah, I knew that was coming, so I was hoping, because if the 3 hard would fit, I just block Ludo. Or get past Ludo and don't worry about it. The Ludo staying there could be an issue for next time, which is interesting. That's silly. I thought I was going to fit. It was almost did. It's very close.
I'll focus. And then. Well, fail the boost. Fail the back boost. Thank you. Yeah, I think that They are. The nubs are bigger on the bomb tokens, definitely, than the cardboard ones, the acrylic ones. And they do count. So I'm not sure about the rest of it.
It's legalised cheating.
No, it's not the same as the advantage templates, isn't it? It's nothing. Although that's some nice dodging from Han.
Yeah, no, I was fairly sure that 3 hard was going to fit, and I mean it's about 2 milliliters to the fact it doesn't fit with Jake dying. So, but all right, proton bomb goes. I mean, we've got Lone Wolf, we've got 3 defense dice. You've only got 1 shot on Jake. It's not.
It is range 1.
But yeah, well, it's harm to shoot first, so you can cheat.
Yes, it is.
So you can cheat all you want, but it's still harm to shoot first.
Nothing of Jake, just Nick.
I think that's just that. I'll mark Bastion if you want.
Mark Bastion. I think it is probably just out, but it's worth
This corner to make sure it's
Worth checking.
well out of the way.
checking. It's just out. That's fine.
You got arc for Venny?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes,
3.
So let's
I
go.
get dice.
Let's go range 3.
I get a dice.
Spend a 4 charge.
Yeah,
3
3
dice.
Roll blank, so I'll spend just round
And take 2.
and take 2. Should be 6 left on Benny. Right, reload then, range 1.
Yep.
So 2 hits, I will blank, I will spend the lock, and spend the focus for 4.
Likely to be a dead Jake.
Wolf?
Yeah, even with
Oh,
Lone
yeah,
Wolf.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
with Lone Wolf, I still die.
Yeah.
So what was the result of these first?
So the original world was hit, I will blank,
Yep.
and then with Lone Wolf gets 2 of 8, but still dice.
I said that 3 hard not fitting. It was Jake just dead. There wasn't really much I could do about it.
Okay, so Benny.
Yeah.
Oh, Dom, you're still 3 points.
Yes.
So no front arc.
Nope. Definitely no front. You have a range 3, 2
Range
dice.
3, 2 dice shot with MMG.
Yeah, and I've got 2 dice. With
So I
3
get
barrels.
1 hit on the initial roll, reroll into blank, so 1 hit. 2 of it. Seems fine.
I don't need it. My ship's dead. I mean, everything's in piles and everything, and you're still making a mess.
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, it's depressing. Yeah, so I mean, that was a very surefire way of how not to fly Jake. But I mean, that's the first time I fly on that A-wing, and I want my resistance A-wings back. I really do want my resistance A-wings back. But half points off the Lenny at the moment.
Yeah, only 6 health remaining, it's not a lot. So, have you set it up? You think of it?
Oh, yeah. Probably.
I'm pretty sure I don't want to follow Han with Bastion and end up sitting at range 1.
You can do. Range 1 obstructed shot with 5 dice from Han sounds really fun.
Thinking in the way of testing. That's not a good idea. Just not a good idea.
It could be, though. And that's the important thing. Is it could be.
Oh yeah, because they're too hard, and then
I mean, I'm pretty sure. Well, I like
loop barrel, and then you just like bank round, and then you're having a trick shot anyway. This is the thing with Han, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, so I know what I
expect. Well, I know what I would do with Bastion at this moment in time.
I'm glad you do.
Yeah. I'll tell you after you've done your maneuver.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Alright. Ship scares me. Okay, systems phase. Seismic. Last one.
Hey, no, we all knew this was coming.
It's going to be one there. I'm going to hit either of those.
Sure.
Comfortably. Yeah, we'll do best of them.
Is it a Talon roll?
No.
Yeah, well, that's what I would have done.
It's actually just a 4 forward. On a focus.
Yeah, no, I would have done a Talon roll. Because you keep guns on target, which puts pressure on the harm
I wonder what talent roll you do. I think you end up facing here, sat that way, which means you just rotate your arc and shoot your range one anyway.
Maybe, but they're just not shooting the bomber. And that's more important.
Yeah.
And you've got your guns on target, which means you're putting more pressure on harm.
Good stuff.
There are many, many reasons why that's still the right choice.
Okay, that's fair.
But then again, I also wouldn't have full stopped with that. So,
I'm sure there are many of these things you wouldn't have done.
correct. Would not have done any of those maneuvers this time.
And that's fine. Stress. Boost. There's method to my plan. For once. Actually thinking for once.
Okay.
I'm going to full stop.
Yeah, thought you might. So you spend force, lose a shield.
Stay there, take an action, which will be... No, they taken.
Sure. So, bomb, as I said, pretty sure it's not going to reach that one. We'll reach that one.
You just moved everything.
That one. Just move the map. Move everything.
You did, you moved everything. Absolutely everything. Your entire life. Everything. Right.
If I could move my entire life, I'd be happy with that.
Hung the bomb.
Yeah.
Because we know it
Yeah.
reaches, which
Range
is
3,
another
get a
reason to
dice.
stay there.
Get a light bomb as well. I should have a force.
I'll spend a force for 2 hits and a crit.
Oh, that's pretty good. So, hit, crit, eyeball out hand.
Does Kane come with 2
spend
force
range,
charges then?
Take hit crit.
Take hit, crit.
Does Kane come with 2 force charges?
No,
he's
but
got
Luke
Kane
Gunner has
and
a
Luke.
force.
Oh, the has force, yes. True.
Ooh, that's horrible.
So
That's the whole breach.
Good. Hit crit goes through,
Jeez.
and he takes a whole breach.
So it's 5 remaining.
Sure. Do you want to shoot me back with your 2 dice?
Yeah.
Go for
I'll
it.
get 2 hits. M98. Oh, I get 1 hit. You evade it, well.
I rolled 2 dice. I roll. I get an evade. I can re-roll one because I'm evading. I get 2 evades.
Okay.
At the end of the turn, roll an attack dice. It's a hit. Re-roll the attack dice. It's not a hit. I regen a shield. Go on, 2d2.
Frick. That is exactly how that works, isn't it? That's just.
Yes, it
that
is.
nasty.
That is exactly how that works.
So hard on 1. Shield?
Yeah, Han's got 1 shield again. Yeah, that's exactly how it works, Nick. I just do all that, and then we're fine.
Yeah.
And I mean, you stayed exactly where you were for me, so it seemed fine.
Yeah.
Because and that's the reason why I would have put pressure on with Bastion and stuff, because otherwise I can just sit there and go, oh look, I don't worry about it. Because if I was here with Lula as well, I would have 2-harded that way, focused and boosted, and then put all guns on Han. Because then you force him to move, or stay where he is. Because you've got what? 2 left? 4 left. Sure. You want to regen your force charge?
Yes, I do.
I mean, you don't have to.
Well, actually, you do. It's a must.
Yes.
I mean,
Right. No systems.
I'll allow him to not. That's my point. I'll happily allow him to not. Sure. Talon roll now.
It's a turn too late, but yeah.
Mwahahaha. I see. Han only needs 1 ship. It's fine. Doesn't need more than 1.
Oh, I don't disagree. No, that's a lie.
Nick.
Shut up.
Stress Sebastian.
You cheating. You don't have to flip the whole breach. It's fine.
Shut up.
Okay, flip the whole breach. 3 hard. Do you want me to instead of you straight to open looking like a weird something or other?
Do a straight boost, please.
Do you want to focus first?
Yes.
Should have done my first choice. My first thought rather than what I've done.
What was your first choice?
1 bank.
3 bank?
That's what I've dialed in, yeah.
So just stop.
I can do. I'm going to get shot by Bastion as well.
Shoot Bastion. His guns are stronger than when he's got more guns.
I mean, we both know that that's the wrong choice, so don't.
Yeah, but we don't need to
put
tell
bollocks for
everybody.
That would require hard to rotate it up as well.
Oh no! Oh dear. Whatever will he do spending a
that. I mean, I could just spend 4 strikes to do it. That's why you got Luke
That's
Gamma.
what
I don't need to do too much.
That's the whole point.
That's in there. You know what your dice rolls are like.
3 bank. Honestly, actually, no, I was going to say maybe the boost is a good name, but
No.
it takes you at the side arc.
Do this.
Sure. Not obstructed, I think, because nearest point is there. Yeah, right.
I know it's not obstructed, it's fast. So 3 dice from 1.
I get range. So blank eyeball, hand reroll.
Yep.
2 hits and a blank.
2 hits and blank.
So I get 2 eyeball results, I'll spend the red.
And take a damage.
Take A damage.
Yep.
I mean, that's not terrible. Lulu's at range, pretty sure.
Yep. I mean, you don't need to measure that.
At range. We do have a front arc. 3 dice.
You do.
So, I mean, that's
I mean,
good.
you can just roll
hand.
massively above average.
Spend it. It's an average roll, so hand roll isn't going to help.
I can re-roll this with the Lightning Falcon title.
Yes, you can. And then you can spend the evade. And just take a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Veteran check gunner. Gives me blank eyeball, M98. Nothing.
Cool. At the end of the turn, roll dice. Not a hit, regen shot. Regen posture. What? What's wrong?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Jeez.
It's really good. Really, really good. Right. That one.
I'm finding this better. I did not fly Jake very well at all. Which is sad. I like Jake. I like the idea of it. I like the plucky A-wings, but I've been flying Lulo a lot. And the kind of sad thing for me is Jake is, especially this Jake, is a lot more points than Lulo and not as good. And that's kind of sad.
Pretty sure I'm just going to be defending this turn before shoots.
I mean, I'd like it if that's the case, but I don't think so. You've still got 3 health left, right?
Yeah.
So it's unlikely that you lose
Structural damage.
Still unlikely. Because, I mean, you can auto-evade one of those shots.
Yeah. Cool.
Oop, dropping dials is not the best thing. Right, go for it. 2 rank? Or 3 forward?
3 forward. One was debating with the S files. Actually, 3 ship focus.
Sure.
It does leave him very open to a trick shot, potentially. But calculate.
Zero. 3 pack.
340.
Interesting.
Should have been 240. But that's okay. I'm just going to focus.
Sure.
And not boost. Yeah, focus and not boost. That's what it said. Should have boosted. I might not have caught you anyway. Do you mind if I have a look?
Boost 1 forward probably would have caught me.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about doing.
Which I think I might have even preferred. Would I?
It's been really interesting.
Boost.
Yep.
I think not getting shot by both Rush and Bomber is the right choice.
Yeah.
You know, it puts me in a worse place, but we'll see. Okay.
Yep.
So range 2 into the Bomber.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the right choice.
I mean, yeah, there's 3 dice with the focus token and 2 shields.
Yeah, full health and you've got heroic.
Yep.
I mean, I need you to basically roll.
I mean, it's happened.
I mean, I need to roll hit, crit. You need to roll 2 blanks and an eyeball, and the crit's a direct hit. So, I mean, that's a lot of things to happen. So, yeah, let's just go range 2 into the bomber. 4.
For 3 hits.
Yeah, I can roll on you, Nick.
I get that.
Yeah, so you spend something because otherwise you die.
Yeah. I should only calculate.
Take 2 damage.
Yes.
1 left on the ball.
Yeah.
Ludo, range 1.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else you're
I don't know what I was thinking of.
because you've got no other choice.
So, 1 eyeball result. Which is the worst result. And spend a focus and get 1 hit.
I will spend a force charge and ignore it.
Yep. So it's an eyeball and spend a force charge. Range 2 with any?
Yep.
Calculate 2.
Yep. I roll a blank.
Use a shield again.
Yeah, I use shield and take a damage though.
Yes.
Because I can't do anything about blank and I can't re-roll it. Okay. And then the end of the turn.
So that's actually half points. Now it's not.
No, I roll
it was half points.
No, I roll
Now
a
it's
hit.
not.
Pick a card.
Oh, you rolled a hit. Ooh.
Oh, did you?
Ooh.
Oh,
Pick
so
card.
yes, no.
I only rolled 2 dice. So blanks, eyeballs. Blanks, hits.
Stun pilot. Yes!
God damn it!
The most useless of all the crits!
Right.
Yeah, what I needed at that point was another eyeball result from the defence, which would have been useful. So Bomb's got 1 left, yep?
Yes.
Yeah, the bomb's dead.
Nick is currently 119, Tommy on 53, and we have 30 minutes remaining.
How's he on 119?
Because Feral and half of the Falcon.
He doesn't have half the Falcon. He's only done
Shield.
6
Oh,
damage.
Put the
sorry.
shield up on.
He's only done 6 damage.
I thought when you failed, you didn't get the shield back.
No, you always get the
It's
shield
closed.
back.
Alright, sorry, that's my bad then.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you always get the shield back. What's the time? 30 minutes.
Oh, God.
Okay, all you.
Yeah.
And it's like, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Got 1 health left, run away.
Oh, I took that one.
I don't know what you did. Best team.
Best in there.
4 forward. It's almost like I knew you were going to do it.
Take a look on him.
Sure.
And Ludo is doing a 5k.
Interesting. I wasn't sure what you were going to do with Ludo.
Neither was I. That's what I went with. I was tempted just to bunny hop and then rotate arc, but I thought that might be better. Can you flip to the stream for a second? Okay, just put this one. Thank you. Okay.
So, Han, 3 heart boost.
Yep. So, I'm shooting.
Yep, Han's Bastion.
We're just 3 obstructed.
Yep.
But you get trick shot.
Yep.
I get 4 dice.
That's all right.
One of my greens, but I'll use this one. It's fine.
You're doing any green that's right.
So, is Han reroll before?
It's a dice mod. It
Is
still
it?
counts, still counts as a
I don't
dice
think it is, 'cause it doesn't count.
No, the official rule is
Oh,
it's
so
still
that
a dice
doesn't-
modification, so things like Omega Leader or the new Omega
What
Midnight, shut it
is
down.
the
You
result?
can't roll it.
But it doesn't count as a reroll.
It doesn't count as a reroll. It still counts as a dice modification,
Right,
but
okay,
it does
okay,
not
okay.
count as a reroll.
I
There
get
is, it is hit, crit, and
So
2
I would
eyeballs.
modify your dice first.
Yes,
So I'll
make me reroll that.
But you can hand reroll that if you want to, because it's not
Yep.
a reroll.
So I'm going to reroll them all. Into
Do 4 it. Oh god. Sure.
Take 4 damage. No, you've got 1 left.
Jeez.
Well, obviously,
Wow.
the answer to that is don't make stupid decisions like M9G8 target lock line.
Alright. No shot.
No shot there.
So
And Lieutenant Bastion
obstructed.
does get a range 3 obstructive shot on half.
Spell lock.
For 2 hits?
Yep. You can hand reroll. Yeah. So everyone made rerolled into 3. Sure.
Wow.
That makes sense.
Well, I had 2 force charges. I just need average dice of 1 evade and 1 eyeball to dodge your attack. So the hand reroll makes sense. Silly Bastion. Silly
But
Bastion.
I mean, even on average dice, I don't take all 4.
No. You take 2 to 3. But 2 to 3 is enough to put you down to half points, so it gives me more points.
I don't mind that. More than half, if you're lying.
Han just went, no.
I mean, I've got with the Han reroll and the 2 soft mods from the 2 eyeballs, you've got a reasonable chance of getting 3 to 4 hits.
Yeah. 3 you'd expect.
I was expecting the damage from you, but I was expecting more of 8, I'll be honest.
Yes.
No, you're not allowed more of 8, that's just that.
Oh yeah, green dice.
Look, don't both know this. My evade dice plus Nick's attack dice equals invincible dice. Separately, no.
That's why I just need you to draw my dice for me. And I'll be fine.
So, question from Humble Columbus. Does Nick prefer facing down 2 or 3 ship lists with his Venue squad rather than swarms of beef?
Rebel beef I really struggle against.
I do not.
Dom with the same list does not.
Hate it.
I mean, I've now played Rebel Beef with the Venny list 7 times, and I've lost once. I've won the other 6 matchups. The thing that Venny probably struggles against the most is 3 high initiative aces that have got all the dice modifications in terms of attack dice and can arc dodge, and then they've also got all the green dice and stuff that helps. And that's probably the thing that Venny struggles against the most. Which we did theorise on Wednesday when I took Imperial Aces versus Nick, and the Imperial Aces tore the bomber apart 200-0 in the first game. So yeah, high initiative aces is probably the thing that I believe the bomber struggles against the most. So you do?
3 bank.
Where? Which way?
Towards me.
Towards the board edge. I'm not sure why you did that, but okay.
No, it's a mistake. Should have been too forward. Would have been because you just stay there. I'll probably just die if I boost focus.
I don't know about dying. 2 dice for right focus token. Seems unlikely to die.
I'm gonna try and put pressure on. I didn't do an action with thingy, did I?
With who?
Bastion.
You boosted.
Oh yes, I did. That's alright. Boost focus. Stress. Well, I think you probably just stop.
No. Why do I stop there? The shot's unobstructed. And
Oh,
range
fair. Okay.
two. So I'll just do 4 balls or something. Because now if I want to play the game, the shot is range 3, obstructed through a rock. And I get trick shot and you do not. So I'm going
I think I
to
4 dice then.
take an evade.
Yep.
And then
I think that is range.
at the start of the engagement phase, I may spend a force charge to rotate my arc. With Luke Gunner.
Yep.
Range 3 obstructed including that. So 4 dice from harm.
So 44. And reroll.
4 blanks, so Han reroll. Heroic! Into
What?
1 hit and 2 crits.
Okay. I mean, I'll spend the focus.
Spend the focus and not take any damage. I mean,
I'll take a shield.
Yeah, you take a shield. I mean, that seems weak. I think you could have lost both your shields and took a crit, which may well have been a direct hit. That seems like a better use of your turn. No?
1 hit.
1 hit.
Spend the evade.
Han reroll.
Yeah, sure.
Dis-
Disrespect.
Wait a second. Reroll from the title. Spend the evade for 3 evades.
Wow. That's disrespectful.
Ultimate disrespect. Ultimate disrespect.
I love it. Just like, no. You know what? No. And you know how much no? Here. Just
It's just the ultimate disrespect of nap slap.
Yep.
Oh, glorious. I quite like this Han build.
I'm shocked. Oh no, wait. No, I'm not.
I mean, I definitely need to learn to play Jake better. But I quite like the Han build. Maybe I'd just substitute Jake with some other stuff that I can fly. Because I'm not Jack Mooney.
You mean the Jack Mooney? Don't get the.
Sure. Yeah, 'cause I mean, you can trim a couple of things down, and you can definitely fit like Wedge in with Han. Or I mean, you probably have to trim. I mean, if you drop Luke Gunner, you potentially can take Luke, but he's I5.
No, you take Wedge.
I'm set, so whenever you're ready.
Take out Reaver Wedge and just go, no. Denied.
The choices are to reload or rotate.
Or die. That's also an option.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's
And
important.
cheap by moving it quite far.
I mean that's quite important. So never mind. I've got no idea. Sure, go for it.
I think it was only a little bit, so it should be there.
I think it was more than just a little bit, but never mind. We shall now never know whether Han could have shot you this time or not.
Let's take that lot back.
Sure. And Lulu? 5 forward? No? Too hard?
2 back.
2 back. Interesting.
Should have.
I mean, after you moved the A-wing and the template.
I didn't move the A-wing!
Refill.
Don't do that! Shut up. Why did the other ones being mean?
Yes.
Just mean. I mean, I don't really want to be there.
Not going to boost?
No.
Sure.
I actually not with the lower my ability. Thank you very much.
You sure?
Yes.
That seems unwise. I'm just going to take an evade. Start combat. Spend force charge. You take my arc.
Yep. Two sideways.
Yep.
On street this time.
Yep.
Two range street.
Yep. One hit.
Hand roll.
Yep. Ooh. Blank and 2 eyeballs. No. Not worth it.
So 2 dice back.
Yep.
2 hits. Hand roll because it makes no difference. Doesn't make a difference.
It does, but 100 roll. Because if I don't have to spend force charge, it's better.
Yes.
And I mean, even after the hand reroll, you still got the extra reroll from the Lightning Falcon title, so you still got so many options. It's just like, oh. And Falcons don't have hard ones. Why?
Not pleased. I prefer if he was here.
I mean, I would have preferred if he was here, because then I would have just boosted and shot him and killed him that time. Potentially. Who knows? So this is a 144 point harm.
Yep. And to channel my inner Dan Flirt, you have 17 minutes and 4 seconds left in the round.
I'm looking forward to a new shot. It's going to go.
Yeah, it should be fun. Right, go.
Yeah, no system, because I don't have any bombs.
No. I think reloading was the right choice last time.
Yeah, probably. But I would have been out of range for the seismic anyway, so I don't know. Calculator. Do 1 second.
Yes, we could have done the proton one.
I wouldn't have reloaded a proton.
I would have. I would have reloaded a proton bomb and thrown a proton bomb this time.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
I would have taken my own proton. Oh, that bent a lot more than I thought it was going to do.
It bent exactly how much I thought it was going to do.
That's not good.
It's a family-friendly show.
Nick is being as rubbish as always.
It's so ridiculously untidy. I don't think that's obstructed because of angles, so I'm just going to focus.
Sure. I'm going to stay where I am.
Lose the ship?
Yep. And what do I take as my action?
What was your maneuver out of curiosity?
Too hard.
Suppose that wasn't there. No, it's even the 3 hard one.
No, well, the too hard puts me about there, and I stay within range of the obstacle, and gives me all these abilities, etc. So, do I think that that's a range 3 shot? Between me and the bomber. I don't know. Let's take the evade. Let's play it safe. Let's take the evade.
Yeah. I think it's out range.
I think it's out range as well.
Yeah.
So, end the turn.
You're not shooting Tallulah?
That's the point. I should shoot into Lula.
Yeah,
that's,
shoot into
that,
Lula.
that's definitely that's definitely
range 2 unobstructed because of the corners.
range 2 obstructed because I want it to be.
No, that's not how this game works.
I mean, it is. If I try really, really hard at it. Hurry roll.
Yep.
1 hit.
Spend the focus to evade 1.
If I got 3 hits there, that would be hilarious.
Nick was turn around and slap me for that one go.
Why did you have to remind him?
But I regen a shield and don't take a damage.
Yep. I don't think I've played this badly. There's been one or two not great decisions, but
I mean, there's a couple of times where you did things that I definitely wouldn't have done. Whether that means it's a bad decision or not, I don't know. This is the turn that Harm gets half-pointed. Probably.
But everything Nick's list is, well, okay.
Barley
Lula's on 2 hull and 1 shield, whereas everything else is on 1 hull.
yeah. I'm pretty sure if you kill the other two, I can't beat the
Lula has to kill Harm.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think I can do that.
Go for it.
I'm not sure about this one.
I'm not sure about any of it, so. I mean, it's definitely like a 5 forward with Lulo, a 3 hard this way, with a talent roll with Bastion this way,
That's exactly it.
and the bomber stay still.
All of those are absolutely correct.
Exactly the wrong choices to make. In every way, shape, or form possible.
Alright. Let's just do it.
Interesting. That I didn't expect. That's interesting. That is very interesting.
I can't boost. I can't do it because
So why have you done this?
arcs that way, arcs this way, calculates trying to live, shots this way. You kill one and the other two might do a lot of damage to frustrate you. That's why. That's all the thinking of it, is to try and spread arcs, gives you a place for get the eyeball result from here if you do shoot of any. Still probably won't live with structural damage. Potentially block the too hard.
Yeah, I'm not doing it too.
3 blank.
Mm-hmm.
So I get 1 set of shots on you.
From 1 shot.
Who knows? Okay.
Maybe. This is interesting. Probably the only action I have not taken with this ship yet.
Yeah, target lock, I think is.
Target lock bomber. I think it's the right choice though.
I agree.
Because I've got 2 force charges, I've got that, I'm range 1.
Maybe. No. No.
Oof,
Just
close.
out.
But range
There's
2.
breath.
Range 2, it's 3 dice, you've got 1 health, and you need 2 hit results.
Yeah.
Because you've got 1 health, you automatically get 1 evade, and you need to get at least 2 hits.
Yeah.
So
With hand reroll,
well, I don't have a hand reroll, because I'm not.
Oh, true.
But I've got a target lock and I've got 2 force charges.
Yeah.
And then I take a range 3 shots back from Bastion.
Should be ranged.
I don't know, it's closer than you think.
Well, that's 1 base width, not.
I don't know, it's closer than you think. That's not within range 1, remember?
Yeah, no, but it's only a hair's breadth.
Yeah.
Roll it, we'll find out in a second.
Yeah, bomber.
There you go.
Just spend a force charge.
Yeah.
For 2 hits.
Yeah. I'll not spend the calculator, just take 2 dice and 2 things out. So that's fine. You don't have arc there. No.
against 7. What? 1 of 8. Reset force. Yeah, that's why I was confused with that, because if I've got a 3 bank in, then I'm always going to take the 3
I thought you
bank
were the
option.
one just have everything pointing that way.
No, because it just sits where it is.
But then I'll just stay where I am.
You still have the up with Bastion though.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe because by doing that, I mean I'm always going to do the 3 bank and just go. I initiative kill the bomber and I take 1 shot from Bastion.
Yeah. We know this is good. And J Cannon's good, so.
Yeah. Well, we also know the resistance bomber list is good.
We do.
And apparently, I'm not a bad player.
Yeah, you're going to Worlds. So.
I mean, I haven't mentioned that once on the stream.
I know, but I like to.
About
It's
4
funny.
times. Sadly destitute of obstacles at the side of the wall. Seismic charges seem like a good choice. Yeah. But if anyone's watching, do you have any other questions about the matchup? Anything about the lists? Anything about anything you want to know at all? Yeah, anything about us? Whatever you fancy. We're looking forward to the UKTC on the 5th of May. It's the first year we're going. So I know I'm excited. I don't know about these 2 miserable games.
I'm excited.
But I'm definitely
I'm
excited.
excited. I haven't really got my head around when it's happening yet, but I know it's in like a week or so. It's a week Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, week on Sunday. I'm very excited.
I'm pretty sure I cannot do anything to rescue this game from here.
Don't know. You've got 47 points at the moment.
Yeah. I need to do 1 more damage, we got half.
Someone's supposed to. I can't read that from here.
Do I consider ignoring Jake? Yes, with the problem being that him just being behind my ships and just smashing them in the face without manoeuvre worried me, so I thought I might be able to get rid of him quickly, which I nearly did.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jake's an interesting option because Jake's got outmaneuver and lone wolf and is pretty decent at staying away from harm if he needs to.
That's a stupid thing to do because if you build in a 3 bank anyway, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, if he stays away from that and just gets behind the list, then he can for days just be quite happy about what are you doing?
Focus link barrel.
Oh, from the close
Closed
of your
S-Foils.
arcs that you didn't
The ones
mention.
that I
at all.
said closed S-Foils and you didn't hear me. Ask the stream, they'll tell you.
Sure. Did he? Because I'm pretty sure he didn't. And both the people in this room didn't hear you. So, you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't.
I'm sure.
You
I moved before you anyway, it doesn't matter.
Incorrect.
There you go.
Just cheating.
It's okay, because you probably just too hard kill me. Or 3 bank kill me. Or stop, boost, kill me. Or I mean, pick one of the 8 things you can do. Do that and kill me.
I mean, again, you're on 1 health.
Exactly.
So 3 banks, take a lock. Seems the right choice. Stay away from me. Like 3 bank, take a lock, range 1.
Yep.
Kill back.
Yeah.
So I need three dice. For dots. So range 1 is Bastion. Spend a force charge for 3 hits.
What about it? How long is that again? How long is it?
I don't know.
4 minutes and 2 seconds.
Might as well play out then.
Yeah. That's kind of why I was asking.
Yeah, losing Jake that early definitely worried me. But if you play careful with the Falcon, he can just keep going. It's very impressive to watch it in action.
Just focus. It's PJ trying to find the list he's happy with for 2.0, but he's going to do the UKTC. So we will see you there.
Yeah, we will. I mean, all of us have been contemplating various different lists and worrying about whether we're happy with our lists or not. I think we're all reasonably happy with what we're thinking of taking to the UKTC. I know I am. Not 100% sure about the other two. But I know I'm happy.
I'm happy with it, because I don't know what else to play. But I do like the list.
I did tell you what else you should fly. So.
There are issues.
Huh?
There are issues.
Are all of them you?
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So you got 3 health left, right?
Yeah.
You've lost a shield.
Okay. What's that?
Just focusing.
Yeah.
Okay. Focus. I haven't taken this action yet. Let's go.
Okay. Range 2. Range 3.
Range 2. Spend a force charge for 2 hits and a crit.
Just be focused, take nothing.
Sure. Fine. I've got all the mods in the world. You do not.
Can you shut back? No. No, I'm pretty sure we don't.
Nope. One of the reasons I took the focus token. I didn't think you did. But...
I suppose you didn't take a block, I'll be honest.
Why? I've got 100 rerolls. Why do I need a lock?
Well, only near a degree. Very nice to go.
Yeah. I haven't done this yet, so let's go for it. I'm now doing things I haven't done. Let's try stuff out. See what happens. $4K. Why? Because I can. That's basically it.
Not the point of the game.
Well, is this point of the game? Yes, it is.
I mean, it kind of is the point of the game. So, range 2 into you?
Yeah.
100 roll?
2 blanks in my ball, yes.
I mean, when you roll enough dice, right, you're going to get good results. 1 hit. I'll just leave it.
I'm going to spend a points.
I'll just leave it.
Heroic!
You don't want to take 1 damage, you can't.
Nope. 2 hits.
Yeah, that's kind of a reason why I didn't spend anything.
2 dice.
Yep.
It's time of the round.
2 hits.
Sure. 1 evade.
Take 1 shot.
Use a shield at the end of the round. Don't take a damage, regen the shield.
Damn. Because that could have been important. Was either of those a direct hit on your... What's the other one?
No. We did play. There you go.
Okay.
So what was the final result then?
161 to Dom and 47 to Nick. Hard and cleared house.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is. I mean, the structural damage was big.
Yeah, I mean, that was quite important. It allowed Han to push a lot more damage through a lot quicker.
Yeah.
I mean, Han's still got the ability to push damage through, but he does it a lot quicker. And in this matchup, trying to remove the bomber as quick as possible is definitely the right choice. Because it's got the 270-degree firing arc. It's got the ability to clear all the obstacles for Han to deal with.
But I think I did the right thing in the approach. I think I was happy with most of it. I was happy going after Jake to try and get rid of him. One little bit more luck on the dice, I think he would have just popped.
Yeah, I mean the dice were fairly reasonable. He shouldn't have just popped.
Oh no!
It was
there was a chance to do it.
It was the block.
maybe the 3 hard was the wrong choice, but I thought the 3 hard would clear, and it didn't. So that's sad. It was only a couple of millimeters in.
But I definitely think with a couple of more games, I think Benny Bastionudo can take that list on.
Yeah.
It's a pretty even match.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think it's a fairly decent matchup for sure. Maybe someone who's more competent flying this list or has got more practice flying this list might cause you more problems.
Yeah, but the same we said about this list. You fly this list better than I do.
Yeah, but I mean, you've flown that list a lot.
Doesn't mean I fly as well as you.
I'm not saying anything.
Right.
But it was certainly interesting and was very interesting for me, anyway, to see how this performs in gameplay. I mean, I used inertial dampeners twice in that game. Didn't use it very often.
Right, what do we say our second matchup was going to be?
So the second matchup that we're going to go through in just a second is Phil Pond flying Scum and Nick flying Quad Phantoms.
Hey, that'd be a change.
Oh, this is Nick flying, not you. That's fine.
Yeah.
So again, similar to why we were seeing this matchup with the Resistance Bomber, we thought the Resistance Bomber had a good, or certainly a decent chance against Han.
Yeah.
And we want to see it in action, and it was very interesting, and a lot of things could have worked quite well.
Alex Bird, fair and balanced.
Oh yeah, but it is definitely fair and balanced. No issues with it whatsoever. But again, the other reason for the next matchup is the Scum list that Phil is using is the list that was put together by Mr. Paratani himself, who took it to the top cut at Adepticon in the US. And that list is designed to kill Phantoms. It is systematically designed to kill Phantoms.
Does this mean we're going to lose 2 games on 3 in a row? Is that what you're saying?
Possibly. But yeah, so it's designed to kill Phantoms, and that's another reason why we have been considering it for the UKTC. I suggested it to Phil because I think it will suit him. Phil being our resident Shadowcaster pilot, having to fly massage an awful lot. And in addition to that as well, thought it'd be good practice because one of the reasons for having it in the list is it should be good against the Phantoms, which means it should help us if we come up against people still flying Phantoms. Which again, in the extended meta, there may be a few people who want to fly Phantoms in the UKTC. So that's again another thought process behind that.
So I'm going to leave the stream running while we set up our second game.